I am Mark Randall III, and for Spaces Productions, this is Eat the Right Thing. Last week when we left you guys on Eat the Right Thing, me and Lauren had just started our 10-day green smoothie cleanse, and we were really excited to see how things went out. We went and got a new blender and all types of jazz. If you haven't listened to that episode, go back and listen to it. But we've been in it for about 5 days now. It's the halfway point, and I just want to check in with Lauren and see how she's doing. So here we go.
Oh, thank you.
So Lauren, you had a chance to... First of all, how have you been doing with the 10-day cleanse so far? We're on day 5. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. It gets pretty tough sometimes, especially at work, because those people bring in donuts and cookies and chocolate. And
someone brought in monkey bread today. On Friday at my job.
See, that's when it's tough, when people are like, "Why don't you want this? It's free."
Yeah.
Oh, you're just drinking a smoothie. What's wrong with you?
Well, I think one of the things that helps is the vegetables and things we can have in between.
Yes, the snacks.
And like carrots, apples, those type of things, like a handful of nuts.
The harder day was we actually had a snow day the one day.
Yeah,
and that
Wednesday.
day, and we're having like record cold right now.
Yeah.
Which is making things hard because it's like comfort food days. Like,
yeah, it's tough.
And I like to bake and cook.
Yeah.
I like a warm house, so it's like I want to bake some cookies, but there's no point. I'm gonna like bake cookies and then feed them to the people that come over our house. So just watch them eat. Right.
So, what did you blend up the first time?
Okay, so the first time, first of all, I'm kind of like a perfectionist when it comes to cooking. Like
a perfectionist?
Well, like in my own way.
What do you mean?
Like I want things to taste good.
Okay.
And it's this is healthy. This is super healthy.
Right.
So it's harder to make super healthy things taste good when you can't add no sugars, no sweeteners.
Yeah.
It's like bare minimum fruits, vegetables, and stuff.
I always come to the conclusion that super healthy things aren't going to taste good.
Yeah.
That's just where I'm at. Like, I think there's like a certain level of good that nature can do on its own. And when I get to that threshold, I'm like, oh, this is good by nature's standards.
Yeah.
Not by like the LSD drug infused honey buns I've been eating all my life.
Yeah. So going into making this smoothie, the first one I made, should I bring up the one we made that we had the day before?
The first one was on Wednesday. Snow day.
Oh, yeah. So I wanted it to be icy tasting and not super thick. Because I've discovered I don't like the smoothies that are like drinking almost like an applesauce.
Right. That was my smoothie.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't bad, smoothie. But it was tough to suck with a straw.
Great. It wasn't great. And what was that fruit that I put in there?
Oh, persimmon.
Persimmon. Ugh.
Yeah, that was a odd smoothie.
Yeah,
but, we're learning. We're learning.
You live and you learn,
So, in this one, I threw in kale and a little bit of spinach. Then we had these frozen cherries, like the real cherries, not like the cheap fake, like actual cherries, not the maraschino ones.
Right.
That and a banana. And then I actually threw in, because we've just been putting water in there, I also put in a cup of almond milk to make it more of like not like a milkshake consistency, but something more like that.
A little bit more creamier?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I blended that up.
How did using the blender feel?
First of all, the Ninja's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, holy we've been buying these, $30 and below blenders since forever, because honestly, the only thing we've been blending before usually
margaritas.
Exactly.
Or Long Island's.
Some type of mixed alcoholic drink.
Yeah.
But I'm never going back. Like, the Ninja's awesome. Like,
it was a good investment. Thank you, Marianne, for the gift card for Target.
Yeah. And I recommend it to anyone that has, if you have a little bit of a disposable income and you want to, like, start to upgrade your kitchen at all, get a better blender.
Yeah. I mean, I can't wait to make salad dressing.
Even just cleaning it so much better.
So what did you think of the actual, did you feel like you actually met your goal with trying to create
I think it was a pretty good smoothie that day.
Yeah.
It was...
On a scale of 1 to 10, what was your smoothie?
I would say it was a 7. Is that cocky?
I mean...
You don't think it was a 7?
It was good. It was good.
It
was good.
It's one of those things that... Kind of like, remember when I was super on a kick of making the best sriracha peanut stir-fry sauce? And I just kept making different ones.
Yeah.
I feel like the smoothie thing is going to be like that for me too, where I'm going to keep changing shit up a little bit.
Right.
To, like, perfect it and to, like, find the best variation, which makes the best consistency and taste.
Okay.
But I definitely think throwing a banana into, like, any smoothie helps.
Now that you're halfway through, what do you think the next 5 days will be like for you?
I feel like the next 5 days will go pretty fast and won't be that terrible because it's
right.
The weekends are hard. More like when I'm home and weekends, I want to eat more because at work I'm so busy that I really like. People bring in food, but at the same time,
you only have to reject it once.
Yeah, and then it's just like you have so much going on at work that you don't have time to think about how you're hungry or how you want, a burger or a pizza. Today it's harder because it's cold out. We went to the grocery store. We walked through the bakery section. Sweet things are my weakness. Mm-hmm. And it smelled so good. But, I mean, I didn't give in. I'm not going to give in.
So you've been doing the 2 drinks in the morning and dinner in the evening. Mm-hmm. For the next 5 days, are you going to try to go with what she recommends by just going smoothie? I don't know, because I don't want to lose any weight. Mm-hmm. Like, for me, it's really a cleanse, and, trying to, it's the beginning of the year, we haven't drank alcohol. Yeah. For me, that's huge. Because I love a glass of wine. Who doesn't? Yeah. So for me, it's more about getting all the bad things out of my body. The dinners I have been eating have been mostly vegetable based. Yeah, all vegetable based. Yeah. And maybe some fish. Yeah. But which is on the recommendation for the in between snacks. True. So I don't think I'm gonna do the smoothie. Like I think I could, but I really don't want to lose any weight. So that's my reasoning. Yeah, I think I am going to do it. I think I am going to go 3 a day, starting, I guess, tomorrow. Sunday? Yeah. Yeesh. With the boiled eggs. So I'll probably go buy like a 36-pack of eggs. And do that for the next 5 days. How are you feeling? I don't know if it's because I don't know if I'm getting sick. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's because my ankle, because I hurt my foot previously, or if it's the detoxing. I just don't feel great. I think, as an overall whole, I feel pretty crummy. I get why we started we're doing this. We knew, we started this. We went into 2018 knowing we were going to do this. Right. But it's also winter. Yeah. And seasonal depression is very real. Uh-huh. And it is an exceptionally cold winter. Where the snow isn't bad, but it just stays. It's so cold. I think that's definitely playing into everyone's mood. Yeah. Because no one's super hype. No one. Yeah, so I think I'm going to give it a shot over the next 5 days and report in, and hopefully I'm I feel better. My ankle is feeling better, and I feel like my skin looks good. Mm-hmm. You know, the next big question is what happens next.
Yeah.
Like what's going to be the food? What is dinner and breakfast and lunch going to look like moving forward? Because I like this, but I have problems with it. I don't know if those problems will get resolved by the end of it. We're at the halfway point.
We are at the halfway point.
It's too hard to say, but I have problems. I
do like the idea of breakfast smoothies.
Yeah.
At least Monday through Friday from here on out, because I don't have an appetite in the morning in general.
So you want me to continue to make smoothies?
I'm into it because it's like, you know you're getting your vitamins.
Yeah.
And you're not having a sugar-loaded... Because breakfast is the worst meal to eat healthy.
I love a biscuit.
Well, I love a brunch. Love a brunch.
Love a biscuit.
But that's,
butter on it.
All the more... That's why I'm saying Monday through Friday, too. But yeah. I know we are going to make some drastic lifestyle changes.
Yeah.
With our food, because we need to treat our bodies better.
True. And we need to eat the right thing.
Sure do.
Like the way I tied that into it? Yeah. All right. I feel like I've been doing a good job making these green smoothies in my Ninja blender. But every once in a while, I wonder, are they good because I made them? Or are they good because they're just good smoothies? And I know that right now the juice cleanse is really high and the smoothie cleanse is also extremely high. And all around the city, especially in Philadelphia, we can find various places to go out and try fresh pressed juice and freshly blended smoothies. So I figured I'd hit up one of these joints to see how their green apple smoothie compares to my green apple smoothie and figure out which one works out best. Does theirs taste better because it has a premium price tag on it, or does mine taste better because it was made out of love? I don't know. Let's go check it out. So while on a lunch break, I decided to go to the King of Prussia Mall, and there was a quaint little smoothie stand right across from my favorite comic book store, and it's no longer there. So I ended up going to Jamba Juice, which is like the McDonald's of smoothies, and I thought anyway, I'll just give it a shot and see what happens. Hey, how's it going? Can I get a medium greens and ginger?
Would that be all?
Yep.
$6.77.
You said $6.77? Okay.
Do you need a receipt?
No, I'm good, thank you. So what's your favorite smoothie?
I really don't drink the smoothies here.
Really? Mm-hmm. Why? You don't like them?
I don't like the ingredients in them, like greens and ginger. Don't like it. It's too strong. The strawberry wild, too much apple. Mm-mm.
But ginger's good for you if you got a cold, though.
I heard. It's too strong.
All right, have a good one. So I got a green and ginger smoothie. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. This flu season is ridiculous this year. And it's not good. It's very chalky. It's pretty gross. I don't know. It doesn't taste fresh. I think the ingredients was kale, peaches, kale, peaches, bananas, and ginger. And it just tastes off. I think there's something wrong with it. Like, it doesn't taste very, very natural. It tastes very artificial, very fast foody. Okay. And with a $6.50 price tag for about 20 ounces of juice, I feel like it's definitely not worth. The juice is not worth the squeeze. So On this taste test, I win. So originally when I was doing the 10-day green smoothie cleanse, I reached out to the creator of the cleanse, JJ Smith, but she's extremely busy out there just revolutionizing people's bodies and getting them healthy and ready for the world. So she wasn't actually able to do an interview, but I did the next best thing. I just went through and I found various women and men of color who are in the juicing industry, and I've hit them up and actually be very fortunate to get in touch with a woman named Carlina Williams from Communal Juicing out there in Oakland. So after the break, we're going to go ahead and see how she was able to build a legacy for her children, save her puppy by learning how to mix the proper herbs and spices, but more importantly, the benefits of juicing to your body. Today's episode of Eat the Right Thing is brought to you by Hungry Harvest, a farm-to-doorstep produce delivery service that brings healthy fruits and veggies directly to your home. And each and every week, they've been giving us a special delivery. So let's go ahead and check it out. Lauren.
What's up?
Guess what we got?
Aw, snap.
We have our Hungry Harvest delivery. Let's see what's in here this week. Every delivery saves at least 10 pounds of produce from going to waste and supports the work of local hunger-solving organizations such as Phil Abundance in Philly. Wow.
Oh my God.
We have some delicious blackberries. I look forward to doing things with that. Bunches of kale. We got bushel of Brussels sprouts. 2 potatoes. And did you know that 20% of produce in this country goes to waste for the most ridiculous reasons? Rather it being too big or too small, Hungry Harvest is here to put those vegetables and fruits back onto your plate.
3 potatoes.
Some apples, an eggplant, some onions, and some avocado.
4 avocado.
This is really exciting. You know, I have a thing with avocado. And for a limited time, Hungry Harvest is offering a $5 coupon to the Eat the Right Things listeners. That's right. Just use promo code Eat Right, Do Right when you sign up at hungryharvest.net/eat right. Again, that's hungryharvest.net/eat right and save $5 today. All right, now back to the show. I want to like avocado. I want to give avocado a chance.
I mean, I don't need to. I love avocado. I'll eat that thing whole. You've seen it.
Yeah, but I want to see if I can like try it in some dishes. Oh, snap. Maybe we can make avocado toast and, you know, buy a house afterwards with all the money we save.
This is like an affordable box.
Okay, so to get this conversation started off, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Carlina Williams, and I'm from San Francisco, California. I was born and raised here. Let's see, I'm a mother of twin boys. My business's name is Communion Juice, and we have a website, ilovecommunionjuice.com. When I had my twin boys, I wanted to feed them real food. I didn't want to shop in the stores to buy them processed foods. So I started using a bullet and preparing, fresh produce for them as they got older. And from there, I acquired a juicer. I started juicing and experimenting with different fruits and vegetables. And from then on, like, the rest is history. Everyone loved my flavors, and I decided to make a business out of it. Juicing is beneficial for a few reasons. Our diets, we tend to believe that we need to eat a lot all day. As human beings, when we're hungry, we think we need to eat. And really, that's not true. When you juice, you allow your digestive system to get a break from all of that while still incorporating and intaking all the fruits and vegetables, the minerals that you need for your body to function properly. So, number one, juicing is great for giving your digestive system, your body, a break. A lot of us have digestive issues because of what we eat and how much we eat. So juicing also aids your digestive system in helping you flush a lot of the toxins and, the different starch, the heavy foods and sugars out of your body to kind of give you that cleanse. Of course, this is consistent juicing, not just juicing once or twice, here and there, but actually being consistent really, really produce, aids that benefit. As we began juicing, we had 2 dogs. We have 1 small dog now. Our eldest dog, he passed away earlier last year, but his name was Micah, and he was 17 years old when he passed. But he had a stroke maybe 3 years prior to him passing, and we reached out to some veterinarian hospitals, and they were pretty much suggesting to put him down. So instead of doing that, we researched, some herbs that could potentially heal these issues that he had. And after a little research, we went ahead and went to the health food store, and we picked up some herbs, and we blended them for a few months for him and distributed them to him, and he was healed. When he first had his stroke, he lost his mobility. He was unable to walk. He couldn't eat on his own. He couldn't even bark, and his head was like turned to the left, like a human would have a stroke and lose the left or right side of their body or whatever. It's very similar. Dogs have very similar systems, really, as us, as human beings. So all of those symptoms went away within about 3 months. And after that, I really just started, marketing my teas more, letting folks know what happened with my dog. I love tea, in the mornings.
All right, that's awesome. So
thank you.
We do this one little segment at the end of like all the interviews. Like to have people that we interview give a self-care tip for our audience. Do you have anything that you would like to recommend?
Yeah. Utilizing preventative techniques to keep yourself healthy. What I do is if I feel a cough coming on, my throat getting scratchy, a headache, I chew on a garlic clove. Always have garlic cloves close by. They help eliminate inflammation and mucus and so forth and so on. And another tidbit is some people can stand it, some people can't, but apple cider vinegar. I put a capful in an 8-ounce glass of water. Same thing if I'm feeling a headache, if I'm feeling a little tired, low on energy, and I'll either warm the water up and put the vinegar in or just have it room temperature, but sip on that, and it helps prevent certain sicknesses and illnesses that may try to attack your system.
Okay, that was awesome. Thank you for that. You answered everything that we had. Do you want to direct anyone anywhere in particular, like your social medias or anything like that?
My website is www.ilovecommunionjuice. I love communion, COMMUNION. Communion means to share. So communionjuice.com. And our Instagram is @ILoveCommunionJuice. You can also follow us on Facebook, Communion Juice. Feel free to email me at ilovecommunionjuice@gmail.com, and I'd love to hear any feedback and encouragement or knowledge that you all may have for me.
All right. Well, thank you so much for talking with us. It was such an inspiration to have you come onto our show. And I really feel like I've learned a lot. And one of the things that I feel like that rings true is I learned the difference between juicing, understanding when you actually consume a smoothie, you're actually getting a lot more fiber in your drink. So it's a more fibrous drink. It's definitely going to cleanse you out a little bit more, and it's going to help you in those bathroom situations. Whereas if you were to do a juice cleanse, that would be more along the lines of when you juice something, you're usually stripping a lot of the fiber out of the drink, but you're also replacing those fibers with other nutrients because you're actually able to get more fruits and nutrients into the actual drink itself. So they are very similar and they do have a trade-off. But one of the most important things is that it gives your digestive system a chance to relax and it gives it a break. It doesn't have to work as hard to get the nutrients from the food into your body, to all of your cells, and to have you out there doing the right thing. So with that being said, I feel like this 10-day green smoothie cleanse was a very eye-opening experience. Overall, I don't know if I would recommend it, but I would recommend it under stipulations. Number one, I would not start the green smoothie cleanse in the winter. It's just too cold. One of the things that really sucks about creating a smoothie in the morning is creating a smoothie in the morning and then driving with that cold smoothie all the way to work. And warm smoothies don't taste good either. Room temperature smoothies are really, really gross. So I highly recommend that you give yourself the 10-day green smoothie cleanse. I highly recommend that you try the 10-day green smoothie cleanse either in the summer or the spring or maybe even the fall. But if you live where I live in, the mean streets of Philadelphia and it's as cold as it is up here, I would highly recommend not starting the green smoothie cleanse in the super cold part of the winter. But overall, the fruits and vegetables involved in creating the green smoothie cleanse is something that I did appreciate. And I think moving forward, I would like to explore a diet that utilizes more fruits, more vegetables, less carbs, less meat, and stick to that. It would be great to, instead of blending everything together, to just have it on a bowl with maybe some oil drizzled over it, eat it with a fork. I do appreciate some of the smoothie aspects for breakfast. It was really great, but where it gets tough is around dinner and lunch. And the repetition of it all is pretty bad. There's only so many varieties of leafy greens and fruits you can mix together before you feel like you've had it all. So moving forward on this journey of eating the right thing, I have to really figure out what's next. And I know the diet that I want to pursue. I know what I don't want to be in my diet. I don't want a lot of red meat. I don't want any chicken. I want to cut back on seafood drastically, if have seafood at all. I really want to focus in on a plant-based diet and things that are going to enrich my body and reinforce my digestive tracts and help me not only get to a healthy weight, but maintain a healthy weight. But one of the most important things that I feel like I need to explore is why I eat what I eat. And I'm also African American. And the history of African Americans is extremely difficult to live through because we don't really know where we came from. We know we're from Africa, but Africa is a large continent. And many of our records begin and end at the slave ship. So my dieting heritage is directly connected to slaves on the plantation and what they were eating. So I feel like it's really important for me to explore that past and that history. And maybe I can find out where the proper diet existed before it was altered, or if it was altered at all, and just get an understanding of what my people originally ate and how I can take their diet and bring it to these modern day and times. But I know everyone's kind of curious how the 10-day green smoothie cleanse actually worked out for me. So I know last episode I wasn't going to do weekly weigh-ins. That is extremely true. I am avoiding the scale, but I think it is important to see exactly how this 10-day green smoothie cleanse affected me, for anyone out there who's listening and wants to give it a shot. So I'm going to hop on the scale one more time, and this will be the last time I'm going to hop on the scale for a while, only because I don't want to focus this podcast on losing weight. I want it to be on the journey and the understanding and the knowledge of gaining how not to only lose weight, but maintain a healthy lifestyle. Okay, so here we go. Hopping on the scale after the green smoothie cleanse. Okay, so here we are. We're going to do the weigh-in. This much weight I may have lost during the green smoothie cleanse. And again, it's not about the weight, but I feel like it's important for people to know, just in case they're interested in doing it themselves. All right, here we go. All right, not bad. I'm at 341. It's not bad at all. I know most of that is water weight, but still, it's nice to see some numbers come down. But that's not going to be my objective or my motivation for this healthier life. I'm just not going to let those numbers on the scale motivate me in any particular way. I'm just going to keep focusing on what I'm doing and moving forward. And on the next episode of Eat the Right Thing.
Yeah. So, a lot of times now, as a kind of rejection of traditional soul food, vegan is cast as this departure, but it's really a homecoming.
Wow, that's powerful.